This video will uncover what makes Amplitude's attribution so powerful to help you track complex journeys, gain actionable insights, and unlock maximum return on investment. Next, to view attribution, we're going to use the data tables report. This is just a basic table structure. There's a couple ways we can do it, but this is, I think, the easiest way. So in here, we can just add our conversion events. Let's say we want to add something like a trial started. We'll keep it simple. So right away, we get a number of unique trial starters over the last 30 days. In the grouping, we can then come in and add our channels, right? Remember, we call it add channel grouping. And then Amplitude right away will do this logic based on the channels. Now, this is not quite attribution. Amplitude in this case, it really is just using the channel grouping logic and then trying to break it out based on that. There is another level, which is just attribution itself. So if we add this, then we can change the attribution model and we can take something like a last touch. And if you highlight, it kind of tells you how the credit is being given here. Of course, 100% to the last touch, or in the first touch model, there's 100% there. And then we'll do the last touch for now. And then we can see the numbers shift slightly. So again, attribution, remember, is not a 100% science. It varies depending on what model you use. If we switch this to something like a first touch, of course, the numbers will change again. If we try that. And you can see actually more channels came in. Now, the value here, of course, is that it's still based on a channel grouping. So we have some flexibility in how this attribution model is working to some extent. We can play around with different models in just a couple clicks. We can refresh the data. We can see how different things break out. There is a data-driven model, which I'm always particularly interested because this tends to use a form of machine learning. Google Analytics also has it. But this in itself makes your attribution very, very flexible. As long as your data makes sense in Amplitude, you're tracking the specific properties that you're using to make all of this happen, specifically the properties we use in the channels, then you can play around with different attribution models and get a sense as to how different channels are actually contributing to driving this specific conversion. Of course, we can keep adding conversion events here, 3, 4, 5, whatever number it is, and then run them through the same attribution model or actually different attribution models, though that may not make as much sense. And right, this is a great overview, pretty equivalent to what you might get in Google Analytics, except, of course, it's much more flexible. Anything you have available in Amplitude is going to be here. You can filter down. You can create special user segments, cohorts, all that kind of stuff.